You don't do so. You are an attitude, I am in super
Okay.
duper attitude. So that's what
Wow,
happened.
such a nice.
Okay, so how was your day?
Yeah, it was good. Like it went as usual today. Yeah, I didn't do any special thing today. Yeah.
No, nothing special. Everything was quite same as earlier. Okay, so my day was also as usual it is. So nothing special.
All right. What about your yesterday? Did you do any special thing yesterday?
Yesterday, enjoyed. It was my weekend. So yeah, I
Oh,
went Vrindavan. So I visited a lot of temples because I'm just compensating, the fun which I left because of that wedding. So that is why I
yes.
forced I'm compensating that. I forced my mother that I have to go there. So with
Okay.
my mother and father, I went there. So it was a great weekend, I would say. I enjoyed a lot. What about you? What you
Yeah.
did?
Yesterday I played football. Here's where I'm working. There's another company, and
Mm-hmm.
they organize the football tournament.
Why, like in my company also they organized this football tournament. I don't know why it is happening nowadays. Like people are talking more about football. Is it like FIFA or something is going to happen or why?
Not because here that company, they each and every year they do this thing. Like
This
it
month only, right?
yeah, in every year they create the tournament and they
Mm-hmm.
play. So it is not my company. This is another company, and so
Okay, okay, okay.
they do practice,
Mm-hmm.
football.
Right.
So they called me yesterday and they said to me, yes, you want to join? So then I said, yeah, okay, I will do practice with you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then I
Okay.
went there and then I played football. Yeah.
So that is how you spent your day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday.
That was great. Wonderful. All right. So like if I ask you to rate your day out of other days, after playing football, how it was?
That then after if I keep aside the plate thing, so it went as usual. Yeah, like another days, like
Nothing as
yeah,
special. Okay.
nothing.
All right.
Yeah,
So shall we move towards our today's topic then?
yeah. Let's talk about the today topic.
Okay, so our today's topic is neighborhood. Okay, neighbors. Simply we are talking about that, neighbors. So what about your neighbors? Because definitely you have neighbors, those who are from the another country. So how is your neighbor? Like, do you like your neighborhood?
Yeah, I like my neighbor. They polite with me, so I also polite with them. So they are polite, and I in my next to me there is some family they are living, and on another side there are some bachelor people who are living. They go to the work, and yes, and they come. Yeah, so that is a so I plot with them, they plot with me. Yeah.
They are
They
polite
are good,
with
they
you.
are fine. Yeah.
So like you like their politeness or something else as well.
Yeah. So something else means like yeah, sometime if something, like I'm making something and something I didn't have. So I go to
Them to ask
I go
about it. To, mm-hmm.
yeah, I go to there and then I ask, I didn't have onion, so
Mm-hmm.
can you give me? Then he is polite. He said, yeah, please you can take.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is something which you like, sharing and the things,
yeah,
being
sorry.
polite with the neighborhood. So it's like that.
Yes.
So are they from the same country?
No, they are not from the same country. They are Bangladesh people.
They are from Bangladesh. So is it like people are living more there from different countries
Yes, absolutely. They are different company. Like
for
most
job
of the
only?
people, yeah, they work. Yes, because of the job purpose, they are living here.
I've seen very less people in India, those who are here to because of job, because people go outside only to get job, and very rarely like people from outside will come to India to get the job.
No, but in Bangladesh and Pakistan, they are also like India people. Like most of the people, they stay here, they do job, and
Mhm.
they stay here. Yeah, and they once a year and 2 years they go back to their country.
country
Yeah.
as well, hometown. You will not get the citizenship, as far as I have knowledge. You will not get the citizenship. You are allowed to stay here till the time you will work, right? This is what the
Yes,
issue is.
yes,
Right.
absolutely. I don't have any knowledge about the the green card, and so yeah.
Yeah, you will not get the citizenship, like if you will do whatever the work you will do, you will not get. If you're doing a job, then that is what actually you'll be having it. So getting citizenship is very, very, very hard to get in the countries which I have heard about it. Fine.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
when someone moves in your neighborhood, should they introduce themselves to their new neighbors, or like nobody talks to the new neighbors?
Uh, no, like 1 2 days they don't talk, but then after they they change the greeting, and then
Mm-hmm.
after we start the talking.
Right. So they are like respectful and caring, simply you can say, and even cares about
Yeah,
others as
yeah, absolutely.
well. Great. But actually, what happens is if you live there for some time, then your neighbors are good. But when you live for years, then you will come to know how actually your neighbors are. When we talk about from our country, if you will see around your home, if I ask you about your neighbors, definitely you will not say they are polite and as that, isn't it?
In India also, no, they are like, see, if they are not trouble me, so that, so they are
That's fine.
polite,
Yeah,
right? That's
correct.
fine. And if they
Creating a problem for
start to,
you.
yeah,
Mhm.
if they start creating any problem, then we think about, yeah, we have to make this some solution. We talk each other, and then we we try to conclude the
Overcome.
solution part. Yeah,
Mhm.
like yeah, like most of the time, like in India, if you talk about, so sometimes we start the fight to neighbor, like to the
Yeah.
parking, I think,
Yes. Yes.
or and drain line.
Right.
That's the major issue in India. So
Correct.
because of that, they start fighting sometimes. So yeah.
Absolutely. So like start fighting on small issues, which even people don't care about it. So that's what happens. Like not here only, it happens everywhere, right? So that's what the issue. And if I talk about my neighborhood, they are very standard. All our professors in my colonies, all are professors. So they are in very attitude. Like they are like so much in attitude. They will not talk to for even a small thing. They will not ask your help. They are so much having an attitude, and are very standard kind of people we have in our colony. So it's like my neighborhood is full of standard people, and we few are like wanted to talk to them, but they are like, we are very rich, we don't wanted to talk to anybody. So they are like that. So I cannot say
All.
them they are very polite.
Mhm.
They're like if you need help, definitely they're very good. Like once we need help, like when nobody was there at our home, and like my mother and father was not there, but actually they helped us very well. Like if nobody was there, you need someone, because your family doesn't live, like my family is a
Yes.
nuclear family. So at that time they helped us. So I was wondering how can they actually help, like when it comes to talking, they never even talk. When we greet, they are like, okay, that's it. They never respond and ask like, how are you, what are you doing nowadays, nothing. They don't even care about it. Once they saw my photo in the newspaper, like I got a good placement from my college, right? And on that day they were asking me that where are you working, like are you got selected somewhere. On that day they were,
Oh,
so I was also in attitude on that day. I don't like those people actually, if I say frankly. So I was in attitude, I said, yeah, I got a good job, and I didn't even share what happened, how I got, nothing. Why should I do if you don't do so? You are in attitude, I am in
okay.
super duper attitude. So that's what
Wow,
happened.
such a
Yeah.
nice thing. All right. So actually,
Those
you
are
are
not good
living,
behavior.
in Colony, in Colony. I think you are living in Colony, so that's why I think that happened. But if you if you talk about the local area, like
Yeah, there is
and
like a normal kind. Like I'm talking
yeah,
about,
normal.
it's a very, 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 I would say, standard colony, and Hema Malini has visited here a lot of time because there are political leaders who lives here. So that's why it's a very good one. I am talking about it. We are not that rich that they are beside us, okay? But we are staying. We do have attitude now like them. We have. Okay.
Yes,
So how
but
how
actually,
was
when
how-
yeah, when you leave, that places, that vibe also come in you
yes, the
automatically.
negative vibes will
So
touch you as well. Which comes
yeah,
from them. So, like they
Yes,
are very good with each. Like if they are of same, surname, what would we say? So if they have same
yeah,
some surnames, so they are very good. That's
yes,
what we
yes,
have. So here in India, actually, it happens a lot, and I'm sure it happens everywhere, not in India.
yes,
So
yes,
neighborhood varies, and it depends upon you also how actually you are. My mother and father are very good with them. So it's like they
mhm,
always help them, so that's why they are also good in this. But I like it's if I talk about the personally what I feel is like that what I shared with you.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
My last question.
yeah,
Yeah, my
mhm,
last question
yeah,
now.
yes.
Um, are there any regular sporting or cultural event happens in your neighborhood?
No, like here, no, there's no any thing, such a thing happen, like
Mm-hmm.
But if you're talking about like in my hometown, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like in my in my what we call in my society or in my street, sometimes they some small event they do.
Plants.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yes, but here no, here is no
Nothing happened.
nothing
Like people are
happened. Yes,
busy in their jobs, isn't it?
yes,
Actually, they are here
yes,
to do the job only, so that is why they're more busy and more inclined towards the job.
yeah.
Okay,
So
fine.
one thing I would like to know, like people are like who live in colony, who live in flat. So people who live in flat, so they also we call the colony.
Yeah, that is also known as colony. Like if you're talking about flats in which people lives, right? Big
Yeah.
colonies, we call it colony only.
And then who people live in society. So what we call them? We call also
No, no, no.
colony. Yeah.
Society is the one where like which is a gate closed society. Are you getting like where there is a proper
Okay.
gate is there, a watchman is there. That is a society. But if I'm talking about
Okay.
colony, like people are there and it's not a market. Simply you can say there is no market in between, no shops are there. Just a proper colony where people only houses are there, homes are there. So that is what
Okay.
colony is. Society is like flats we call it society. Like
So
they
colony
have a
means
proper.
like in your home, and there's a road. So we what we that we call colony.
Colony is like colony is
Simply I'm
some simply
confused.
it's similar to society only. Okay, so colony is very similar to society, and it's not owned by someone. Our colony is not owned by someone, so government. But society is something like person who is the owner, who has given the flats, who is actually the owner, and has given the flats to so many people. So like flat system
Okay.
was there. So here it's no flat system. Like people are there, the houses are there, but actually what is different here is like market is not there in between. Like it's a proper colony we have. If you will go out of colony, then you will see in market and all those things. So it's like a safe place that we have actually,
Okay.
like that.
They don't have their own colony.
uh,
Government provided them.
government is there.
Okay.
Government.
And one more thing I would like to know, like who there are many people who live in like in the street, like
Mhm.
so what we call.
In street people, I also don't have the word for them. What do we call it actually? So are you talking
Actually,
about the
let me tell you
house which
about.
they make
Let,
by themselves,
let me tell you.
using rent,
Yeah.
tent and all?
Okay. Let me tell you about me, like where I'm living. So there's many home. There are many home. Okay, they have on home. Okay, and 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 there's some what we call shop also available.
Mm-hmm.
Like pangunti we call in Hindi, and some rasan dukan we call. So
Mm-hmm.
there's available. So what we call that?
You'll call it colony. You can call it colony. Or like society, we cannot call it. You can simply call it colony only.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Okay, fine. So I think let me give you a feedback which actually I wanted to give. You spoke some words wrong. The pronunciation was wrong. I was not able to mention it like this, but try to watch videos. Do you like to watch videos? Like, have you started watching videos, English videos?
Like yes, I watch video like English content video, like some 8 minute and 10 minute video. Yes, I
Hmm.
watch.
Yeah. So that you can continue. So that's what I face like in today's conversation. Start focusing on that part as well. Conversation is going well. You can start focusing on the pronunciation part as well now.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay, then see you in the next class. Till then, bye
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Same to you.